Good afternoon, Robert.
Good
Can I
afternoon.
just say, it's great to have you here today. You have been an inspiration to a lot of people here at GBS.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
I'm going to dive straight into my questions. How long have you been in GBS for?
I've been in GPS for about 4 years now.
Quite a long time. Do you want to tell us, what is your story?
My GBS story has been an incredible journey with a lot of people around to support, to motivate, and to lead me here. I came in here as a lecturer, and at the point that GBS was expanding, people come, people go in GBS, but I could identify with the vision of GBS to transform life by educating people. It resonates with me. That's one of the reasons why I'm still here.
Oh, I really like that. So what is a day in the life of a GBS consultant lecturer like?
It varies from day to day,
But
it's a very busy, day, but pleasurable as well. If you love your job,
you've got to enjoy it.
You have to. But sometimes you may just need to quickly respond to emails. While you do that, calls might come in to say, we need you to come and support this teacher. You have to be on your feet. You are in the classroom with your colleagues and you realize things are not going well in the way that could really support the students. So you have to think on your feet. Tap your colleagues, tell them maybe you want to try this, you want to try that. And sometimes you are delivering seminar workshops. At other times, you are working with the research skills, seminars. Sometimes you have to leave where you are based. It should be in Birmingham or Manchester or Leeds. But it's a productive way of working because you get rewarded for your efforts.
And that I'll dive straight into my next question. So what motivates you to perform at your best, and how do you maintain that high level of motivation and engagement over time with your colleagues, what we see here at GBS and all you do?
That's a very brilliant question. I think the only way I get motivated and performing is because I'm surrounded by senior colleagues that are always supporting you. Robert, if I were you, I would do it this way. And you also see colleagues telling you, thank you very much for being in my class today. You also get students' email saying, if it were not for you, I wouldn't achieve this. You have a sense of achievement every time, and you are just humbled by that.
That's great. I know you've been doing greatly. We hear of your name all over the campuses and in different campuses. But my key question is, have you faced any challenges or obstacles that made you question your path or your goal?
That's true. I do that once in a while. Sometimes you feel like an imposter. Am I really qualified for this job? I'll give you a typical example. You have been asked to go and support a colleague, and the colleagues just think, Robert is not qualified enough. He doesn't have enough experience to do this for me. And when they tell you that you, as a consultant lecturer, you have to rise above that. So these jobs requires a lot of humility and modesty in order for you to be at the same level of the people you want to support. That could be a challenge if you have a lot of ego. But along the line, I've just learned to appreciate human beings for who they are.
I like that, after the appreciation. And that moves straight to my next question, which is on EDI. So diversity, equality, and inclusion are important values for universities in the UK. Can you discuss recent initiative implemented to promote diversity and inclusion, which you have been involved with?
Thank you very much. I think we cannot underestimate equality, diversity, and inclusion in a setup like this because it's about social justice. Recently, we have applied with Advanced HE to sponsor this year equality, diversity, and inclusion for GBS, and that involves university across UK. We are going to host there with all the colleagues on the team, and that, I think it's an incredible achievement for us. Also, the past month, we had a guest speaker who came here to speak to us about diversity and pluralism in the courses that we teach. And that was also an incredible night with colleagues and also students. So we have been working gradually. Of course, we do not have any department for EDI, but I think we are moving there gradually because of the various milestones that we've been achieving.
Thank you so much for that, sir. So can you tell us that one person who has been a significant source of inspiration to your life or your career, and why?
Oh, that's $1 million question.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Yeah. In my trajectory, and a lot of my academic formation has been in Europe. You see, I was at a stage, a crisis, so to say, in my career as a young academic. And by chance, I met an elderly woman. Her name is Ruth Wise. I met her, and then she was the one to say, will it be possible to have a chat? Because we met at a symposium. She invited me to her house. I didn't know anything about this woman. And then it was in the process of conversation I realized she was mentoring me. She was coaching me. She was a journalist. She moved as a Jewish baby to South Africa, joined the struggle against apartheid, got involved with Mandela, Oliver Tambo, and all the big fighters during the apartheid. And this woman loaded me with knowledge, skills, wisdom. That I am in London today, she was the one who suggested it. This woman told me, Robert, you cannot be indifferent to issues of life. Pick where you want to be. But if you want to move ahead in life, don't be neutral. And this has helped me in my moral development. I cannot be neutral. I cannot see where oppression is taking place and I will not talk. And this is a woman who she is 99 now. She's not living in Germany as we speak. She's living in Denmark. She didn't know me from Adam, but I had free access to her house. And she was just taking me through. She taught me how to think historically. Robert, you will find your space in life, but don't forget who you are and where you are coming from. You know, a lot of things come into our own development. And I think this lady is an essential part of who I am today.
That is powerful. That is powerful. And finally, can you describe yourself in 3 words? In 3 words.
In 3 words,
Yes.
I think I'm an amiable person. I easily go out with people and then get on with them. But I also think experience of life has made me to be very, very humble. Humility is part of my lifestyle, and also I am a culturally oriented person. I like to know other people's culture, where they are coming from. Not so much for the knowledge of it, but essentially to continue to check myself that, Robert, you are not the center of the universe. So calm down, be humbled, and appreciate people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here today. You have been an inspiration to a lot of people here at GBS. Thank you so much.
I'm very grateful. Thank you for having me.